Hello everyone, this week's manner of death is homicide. Kallen Agliam. Kallen Agliam was a 19-year-old young man who lived in Pepe'eku. On January 31st, 2001, around 5:17 p.m., he was found on the side of the road near the Hilo Coast processing plant. He died from a gunshot wound to the chest, and his death was seen as a homicide. He was reported to have been seen alive shortly before he was found, driving a gold SUV. It was also noted that he had plans to meet someone before he was killed. If you have any information about Kallen's case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Sean Burgado. Sean Burgado, a 27-year-old man, had been missing work for several days in May of 1997 when his boss called a neighbor to check on him at his home in Hilo. There, Sean's body was found. It was May 21st, 1997. His death was ruled a homicide after an autopsy found he had died from gunshot wounds. He was last seen working at his job as a dietary aide at the Heo Anue Restorative Care Center, a nursing home in Hilo, on May 19, 1997. He has a sister who has waited 25 years to get answers about her brother's death. If you have any information about Sean's case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Bradley Bussewitz. Bradley Bussewitz was a 47-year-old man who was known for growing his own food, being a vegetarian, and playing the didgeridoo. He also went by the name Bradley Adair. Originally from Wisconsin, he lived on the Big Island from 1988 to 1989, and also lived in San Luis Obispo, California, in 1996. In 2003, he returned to Hawaii, living on Maui shortly before heading back to the Big Island. This is why on November 2, 2003, a hunter found his decomposed remains in an area off Saddle Road near the 12-mile marker in South Hilo. He died as a result of blunt force trauma, and foul play is suspected, making his death a homicide. Unfortunately, no identification was found with him, and it wasn't until April of 2016 that they identified Bradley. He still has a living sister who searches for answers about her brother's last years and who would have killed him. If you have any information about his case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Lynn Ebisuzaki. Lynn Ebisuzaki was a 26-year-old woman who was visiting her boyfriend's house near the 500 block of Kaneoleua Avenue near the airport in South Hilo. On May 1st, 1987, Lynn left the home around 9 p.m. When the residents realized she had not come back, they looked for her, but without success. Following this, they called the police. Responders continued the search and found Lynn's body hundreds of feet away from the residence. She was found with a stab wound, and this was confirmed to be her cause of death. Lynn had worked in a business office for Miko Meats at her time of death and was also a member of the Kino Ole Baptist Church, where she was a youth leader. If you have any information about her case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Glenn Guerrero. Glenn Guerrero was an 18-year-old young man living on the Big Island of Hawai'i in 1996. On August 12, 1996, he was last seen alive by witnesses in the passenger seat of a pickup truck leaving the Shipman Ballpark, which was later known as Buddy Perry Soccer Fields, in Kea'au. Hours later, at 3:45 p.m., his body was found off a dirt road near the same ballpark. He had been shot, and his manner of death was declared a homicide. Unfortunately, the pickup truck and the driver of said vehicle he was witnessed with earlier has never been located or identified. If you have any information about Glenn's case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Matthew Peak. Matthew Peak was a 22-year-old young man who resided in Hawai'i Valley. He was known to hitchhike and hang around the Hilo and Puna areas. On June 1, 1999, around 3 p.m., police officers got a call about some beach goers finding a body buried under the sand at Hawai'i Valley. The remains were highly decomposed, but the autopsy was able to lift fingerprints confirming the victim was Matthew Peak. His cause of death was asphyxia, and his death was ruled a homicide. Since then, there has been no information about his case. If you have any information about Matthew's case, please contact the Hawai'i Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 961-8300. Hello everyone, thank you for watching my latest video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!